Alrighty, boys, it's time for our favourite weekly segment. It's our only weekly segment. It's time for our Everyday Hero.
Diesel was $1.79 the other day, boys. It's never been that cheap before.
Oh, really?
Your car's diesel.
I didn't know that either.
It does get that cheap, but not the servos that I usually go to. But there was one. I've got this Petrol Spy app. Do you guys use it?
I just got like the fuel app.
It tells you, where the cheapest petrol is around town, right?
It's often not updated though. The one I use. It's
the
just
one
like,
I use is good.
Mine can tell me what the petrol was down the road 3 weeks ago.
Oh, cool.
Which isn't as relevant when you're driving there.
Anyway, so I was driving to the old...
in the DeLorean.
I was in the $1.79 pole or whatever it was up on Wharton Road.
Oh, Wharton Road.
Water.
I
I don't usually go down Wharton roadways, but I was down Wharton Road.
Nice.
Lots of warts, lots of roads. And I pulled up and I was... it was a cold night. It was a cold winter's night.
We're getting the full. Is this going to be a feature film?
I was fueling up, and as I got out of my car and I started to fuel up, I noticed there was a gentleman sitting underneath the ice machines.
Yeah, the ice thing.
Yeah, where they keep all the bags of ice. And then it became more apparent to me that this gentleman had been experiencing homelessness.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, fuck, poor guy.
Not the best spot to see if it's a cold night. Surely that's like the coldest area.
Maybe there's like...
Do you know what I mean? Maybe the only place colder would be in the actual machine.
No, maybe it's like, we've... the aircon's on, but it's hot outside.
It's like you stand behind the fridge and it's hell hot.
Yeah.
Maybe that's true. That could be what he was doing.
Anyway, I think he was just trying to be... Maybe he was just trying to be seen by the people, maybe. Maybe he just wanted to be accompanied by some safekeeping. It's well lit, lots of cameras around. And he was just chilling out there, hanging there with his backpack. And I was like, oh, poor guy, it's so cold. And then I was thinking, I wonder if I could get him like a blanket or something. I doubt they sell blankets at this tiny little amp hole. But someone beat me to it.
Oh.
Because as I was filling up, I saw a lady who parked up at the Bowser next to me walk over to him after she'd filled up her car and just had a quick little chat with him. And I was like, I wonder if she knows him. Maybe she's a local around this amp hole on Wharton Road. Maybe she lives on Wharton Road.
Potentially.
Nice, yeah.
Good on her. Some people are doing her very well.
and I was like, and then she walked off and I was like, oh yeah, maybe she's just saying hi or da-da-da. And then I was still fueling up because it's a massive diesel tank.
Yeah. Humble brag.
I was at the $400 point.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then she came back out with a warm sandwich in hand. And she handed it to him. I was like, that's such a kind gesture for this gentleman who can have a nice warm meal on this cold winter's night. And it was at that point I realised that was an everyday hero.
Love it. That's very nice. I like that she went and had a chat to him as well. Cause
maybe she was asking, what do you...
Chicken and navo?
What do you fancy?
Get his order.
Ham and cheese? What would you like?
Yeah. Hopefully they were as fresher than the ones that we were talking about earlier from the schools. At least they were inside and fresh.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
I thought it was a really nice gesture. I mean, there's not really much you can get someone like that from a servo, like maybe, especially on a cold night. I thought blanket, but obviously that wasn't an option. But she thought she'd get him a nice meal, and I thought, wow.
And a bit of nutrients as well was always fantastic. Sometimes just like a packet of chips doesn't really...
And it warms you up to have food in you as well.
Absolutely.
Energy, yeah.
No, I really like it. People are doing it tough. And obviously in Australia, we usually think the summer months must be pretty rough.
I reckon the winter will be
I reckon
worse.
winter's a lot worse.
Yeah, I reckon it's a lot easier to get cool than it is to get warm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
for sure. There's lots of places you can go in and get cool.
And find shade. Often it's a lot cooler
And it gets cool at night.
Yeah,
as well.
And during the day, you can go somewhere that has aircon.
Yeah.
But during the night, a lot of places are shut. So.
Exactly right. There you go. This week's Everyday Hero is going to the lady who assisted this homeless gent and fed him for the evening.
The gent who was homeless.
I love it.
That's it.